question is, there were people living when you were there, I suppose.
No, no. People left this little town like 60 years ago, maybe 70, during the 40s. So there was abandoned, and after in the 70s it was used for the military dictatorship as a yeah political prisoners camp. Until today, it's just empty. They are only ruins there. Not even like a museum or a memorial center. They are just abandoned. Yeah, that's what is yeah, tricky, I would say. No, how do you remember such a important part of your recent history and not really given a place for that? So that that's why I wanted to portray that place in the film.
Thank you. I mean, I had no idea that there was a place like that in the Atacama Desert. So I wonder if you have any questions about the film for Ignacio. The audience. Yes.
One of the things that hits me the most about this short film is the silence. It's very silent. And I wonder if that was a deliberate choice, and what led you to take this choice? Was it that your memory was mostly in images and had no other senses like smells or sounds that are maybe more easy to forget? Or is it to give more space to the narrator, to the voice?
Thank you for your comment and the question. Yeah, I would say two things. On one side, I think I mentioned in the film that I really have struggles with remembering sounds, you know, especially from that time, which is my childhood. I would say I left that area when I was around 8 years old. And the other thing is that I mean, for remembering or trying to go back to your childhood, which is, as psychologists say, is kind of a very important part of your life, is the process or the period in which you kind of build the idea of the world and how you start experiencing the world. So I wanted to portray kind of the idea of therapy, you know, like it would be a therapy session, you know, like a person that's trying to remember and just talking, you know, like therapy is basically, yeah, the patient just freely associating ideas, memories, or thoughts, trying to articulate something, but it's just a person talking and not even having this dialogue with the therapist. So that's what I wanted to portray or to represent, like the idea of remembering as a therapy session. That's why I only used voice and no other sounds, I would say. That was my proposal.
So, would you say it changed your memory from when you were a child, that the process of going there and then filming? Or can you tap still into the old image, or is it like now updated with the new? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point because I kind of left that place. So when I went to shoot this film, for me it was coming back. You know, I wasn't there in a long time, so a lot of things happened while trying to make a film. So the film is basically trying to recall those memories that were pretty blurred and that I didn't experience anymore since I was a kid. And while coming back and trying to shoot a film was kind of a double process of remembering. On the one side, experiencing that place again, and also trying to remember how I relate to that. And it was a completely different experience. Everything that I was experiencing or the places I was going looked completely different for me. So yeah, I think a lot of things changed. I think the process of trying to make a film and putting yourself in that situation, yeah, triggered a lot. I would say of new memories. I would say, yeah. Thank you for your comment.
Hi, Ignacio. Um, I first congratulate you. I really, this moves me a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
Thank you
many,
for your
many
for your
elements.
comments.
I have a creative question. Like in the process, you draft your memories first to have it this, and then you went there and record and shoot and update the images, or you make the text and your memories after you went there and remember, or seeing the place after so many years.
Both, I would say. I had kind of a draft, a certain script, let's say, of what I did remember, and then when I went there and I shot, and then when I started editing, things changed. So I kind of rewrote that first draft, and a lot of things changed. Actually, I still changed the film. I would say there's kind of a new version, because I don't know, this idea of approaching memory is something that struck me somehow, and I'm still, every time I see a film, for me it's kind of coming back side to that place in my childhood, and also to this place of trying to remember. So yeah, it's been tricky for me. It's a good point, because when you try to make a film about memory, then the film itself becomes like a statement that is not closed, it's not finished, I would say, because every time you experience, or every time I watch the film, new things are being triggered, and I kind of want to continue and continue and continue. But that's not good. It's not good for a filmmaker, I would say. You have at some point have to cut the film. But yeah, both, I would say.
So it's not easy.
No, 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 no film is easy. I give you that one. Yes. Um,
So maybe a final question, and then we will have also the chance to speak to Ignacio
yeah.
after the final question.
But thank you for being here and just watching the film, taking your time. If not, maybe afterwards we can also have a quick chat outside.
Yes, so we will for sure. Our idea is that people keep coming every day because it's a festival, and that we also create a community of people who are engaging with each other. So that Ignacio is here till Monday.
Yes.
Yes. So we can talk a lot more about memories, about the runes, about, but I think you really give that feeling of, disappointment. That's what I felt watching the film, that you're really disappointed because it's such a beautiful landscape. It is stunning, and like that beauty, the birds, the desert, the ocean. Why did it have to be that way, right? That's the feeling. I got that feeling.
Yeah, for me too, it's also like a very beautiful place, also very personally charged, but also with a very dark history, and that's also what I wanted to portray, and what that place brings, I think. It's been a place of industrial exploitation, and still today, those ruins are like from the 40s, but now there's other kind of ruins because of mining, and it's continuing, like now with lithium especially. So yeah, whatever, a never-ending topic.
And your new film is already tuned.
I'm working on a few things now, kind of in this code of places, no humans, basically images and narration, but also in Germany. I'm also working with German architecture right now.
So you don't film humans that much?
Not for now. No, I did in the past, but now I'm doing like this special kind of architecture film.
Okay. Very interesting.
Thank you again for the question and the comments. Really appreciate it.